Yeah, you've definitely clicked on this video because you want to find out the stepwise process to obtaining good scholarships as an international student. Because yeah, I've definitely received a lot of messages like these days on WhatsApp, right? And several people keep on asking the same question: how do they get to the United States, to Canada, or even UK as international students with scholarship? So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking it down, what you need to know before you even talk about scholarships, what you need to know to get access to admission, what you need to know to get access to your visa to get straight into the United States. So if you're interested in studying in the United States, in the UK or Canada, I'll be mentioning more of the United States, but it can also be related to the UK and Canada. You should watch this video to the very end. If you're into this community, this is Nigeria VR with you, and we deal with a lot of things ranging from tours to study abroad. And yes, we're here to make sure that you get the quality content to fit your study abroad journey. If you want to check me out directly, contact me on WhatsApp with number sharing on screen. If you have questions, I'm open to answer you. If you want me to help you apply, I'm open to help you out. So let's do this properly and let me give you what you need to know. Now, the first question I usually ask people when it comes to my WhatsApp DM, alright? First question I usually ask people when it comes to my DM on WhatsApp, it's what is your current level of study? You cannot apply for a scholarship to study in the United States or other countries without knowing your current level of study and what you're going for. And some people just finish high school, some people are still in high school, and they're seeking scholarships for undergraduate to study in the United States. But they've not completed all their transcript requirements, and that is going to pose a threat to them getting scholarship, especially for highly competitive scholarships. So you need to understand fully well your level of study and what you're going for. Understand? And this also affects kind of scholarship you get. I have students that came to my DM earlier and they asked about getting master's scholarship, okay? And they're still doing their BSc. Their BSc is not complete and they're going for master's scholarship. It's good to plan ahead, but try to get your documents ready so that once you start applying, you can know how to move fast and get your scholarship on time. Yeah, another aspect is the fact that some HND students come to my DM. I've gotten one in particular. I go to my DM for HND, and with HND results, aiming for a PhD level transcript or a master's too. Okay, we have one PhD, one master's. So basically, you can't really jump from HND to PhD. That's one thing to know. But there are schools in the United States that allow you to go from HND to master's. Okay, there are rarely schools that allow you to do, when I mean HND to PhD, they will allow you to do your master's plus PhD, right? Combined. Those are the ones you can work with, but they are really, really rare, right? And you need to do a lot of research to get to them. If you want me to create videos on them, right, let me know in the comment section and work on particular videos suited to fit your taste. And that's aspect you need to take note of before applying for scholarship to study in the United States, it's far that you should be decisive on your desired major. Yes, some of us feel there's no need to have a desired major because you can literally study any course they give to you. What do I mean by that? When I was applying for scholarship back then, I was like, yeah, I don't really care about what I want to become. Just give me a scholarship and I'm good with it. And I actually got scholarship using that mentality. But do you know where the hard part to come into is when you want to accept that course and you look at it and you're not really happy with it. So let me break it down so you can understand properly. I'm currently studying architecture, you understand? But when I was applying for scholarships, I was applying for scholarship in mathematics, under mathematics, I was applying for scholarship under environmental sciences, which is also related to architecture, but not necessarily architecture. Environmental technology, I applied scholarship, I applied to the Canadian, I applied to Canada, I think I applied for mechatronics, yeah, mechatronics, which is not actually architecture. Yeah, but I was just looking for scholarships. I was just applying to any course. So if you want to apply to for scholarship, there are specific courses you want to study. Don't give up on your dream because you're seeking scholarship. The worst part is that you study your course directly, you want to study and then find good scholarship, or you seek universities that give scholarship based on that particular course. I know schools like the Ivy Leagues, where I mean Ivy Leagues, I mean Princeton, Yale, and the rest. Okay, they actually allow you get scholarship on that you course you want to study without issues. Once you get into Princeton, you're getting a lot of financial aid directly. So that's a Princeton. But in my YouTube community, I won't be mentioning more of Princeton and the rest if you don't have a sound results. Apart from results, you need to have extracurricular and the rest. We'll talk about that very soon. Let's just continue with this concept. Yes, another thing some people try to undermine when applying for scholarship is their financial status. They feel applying for scholarship doesn't really matter with their financial status, whereas it actually matters. Now, some schools want you to get admission before giving you scholarship, right? Admission for scholarship, yeah. And you cannot really get admission to that scholarship without submitting a financial statement at one point or another. So these schools want to know your financial standing, right, before giving you a scholarship. Schools like Rice University, I believe Rice University asks for my documents. And yeah, there was a university I worked back then that asked for my documents, financial reports before even giving you admission. Talk more of giving you scholarship. You understand? So basically, if you cannot have a sound financial backing, I doubt you getting the scholarship, the admission before you talk about scholarship. So basically, if you want to apply for scholarship, yeah, scholarship is to cover your aid, cover your costs, if you invest. But these people want to know that you have some funds in your account before you even apply for scholarship. You should take into that carefully. So I believe you're still watching this video, and you're still watching this video, you are getting insightful info from this community. Don't worry to watch it very end because I'm going to be explaining more about your CGPA very, very soon. Alright? In fact, let's talk about your CGPA right now. Now, in Nigerian schools, if you're Nigerian, and Cameroon, yeah, Cameroon also work with 5.0 CGPA, like 5.0, 4.0, depending on the school. Now, I've gone through these schools because I've got a lot of clients from from these countries, from Cameroon, from Nigeria, from Ghana. You understand? I've got a lot of people I've helped with admission and asked them this question: what is your CGPA? Because you're seeking scholarship. Scholarship doesn't just drop for everybody. You need to have a CGPA, right? Now, if you are working with a scale of 4.0, if you're having a 3.8 out of 4.0, you have a really, really good score, all right? A really, really good GPA, which means you had more of A's than B's and really C's, right? And that's a good one for scholarship in the United States, especially schools that are moderately competitive. Very, very competitive schools, 3.8 cannot count your admission. You will be aiming for a 4.0 straight up, like the Ivies, right? Yeah, so that's for that aspect about a 3.8 out of 4.0. Now, if you have a low CGPA, there are still scholarships for you. Calm down. You don't need to panic. There's still scholarship for you. Now, there are schools like Miami University that give scholarships for based on the CGPA you got, which means if you get a lower CGPA, there's a range of scholarship for you. Baylor University also works with that. A lower CGPA, there's a range of scholarship for you, which means you can get scholarship here, but once your scholarship comes out, it's going to be lower than those that had a higher CGPA. Kentucky State University also work with that. Okay, Kent State University, they also have a scholarship range depending on your score. So you get all the scholarships, some of them fall within your score range. So if you're still in school right now, you're still in high school, and you're getting this your own time, I advise you to be serious academics. You're in university, you want to study masters, you're currently your 100, 200, 300 level, don't give up. Push through, get a good GPA, and you can work with it to apply for masters. And then if you're studying your masters, get your master's degree, it's just 1.5 years, right? Try to do it well, focus, and get a good degree so you can apply for PhD successfully. And yeah, you can also get graduate assistantship or research assistantship when you're working with your PhD or even a second master's. Or if you're going for your first master's, you can also work with that, right? There are several ways of getting this. You just need to understand what you're doing and how to do it properly. Yeah, United States universities, they don't joke with your extracurricular activities. Even in Nigeria, in Ghana and Cameroon, they also don't joke with extracurricular activities. And what does that mean, right? Extracurricular. They're not really part of your curriculum as per se. You might talk about physics, maths, chemistry as your curricular works. Extracurricular can be you engaging in sporting activities, you becoming one of the champions in the debate club, you just hanging out with friends to form a club for music or something related to that nature, right? These are extracurricular activities. And United States universities actually adore extracurricular activities. You cannot just come to 4.0 GPA with zero extracurricular and say you don't get to the Ivy Leagues. It's going to be difficult. So people have language skills that they can even use to their advantage. They know 3-4 languages. They play in the football team. They get a GPA of 3.9, 4.0. And yeah, the next aspect, they have a SAT score of 1550. That's good score for scholarship. So you need to understand what I'm saying and how you can work with them successfully. Hope you're on track. Yeah, so that's the aspect for the extracurricular activities. The next aspect, which I just quickly mentioned, is the SAT. We're going for your undergraduate course in the United States. You're advised to write the SAT, right? It's advised to write the SAT. Now, SAT might become tricky in a way, but try your best to score not below 1400, right? 1400. Now, why am I saying 1400? 1400 out of 1600, and 1400 out of 1600. Don't score below that, right? Because universities like Fixed University, if you are watching this video by paying attention, you notice that I've mentioned a lot of universities. This is from experience, this is from applications I've done for clients, for individuals, and directly. Right? So please take note of these schools I'm mentioning. If you have questions, you know how to ask. Alright? Now, Fixed University. Fixed University asks for your SAT score. Yeah. You cannot just apply to Fixed without your SAT score. And they also ask for a evaluation of transcript. Yeah. But they have good scholarship range for 1400 and above students. If you are one of the tops, you can get a full ride scholarship, a full tuition scholarship quote, right, before you even get access to a lot of other offers from that universities. But Fixed University, they favor more of blacks. It's not favoritism quote or racism, no. It's more of a black community, more of black community compared to white. And they want to make sure that blacks also have advantage when trying to study. Right? So basically, if you have a good SAT score, okay, a 1450, 1500, even if you have a 1350, you still get some good scholarship at Fixed University. Like I always mentioned, or like I mentioned earlier, all right, the score will determine the range of scholarship you get. So some schools even write on their website the range of scholarship you get based on score. So you can read very properly now to get a good score on the SAT. All right, so that's that for the SAT aspect. But yeah, another thing, the SAT score also help you when you're going for your US visa. You're from any of these African countries, okay? Any of the African countries, it also help you because you show your English proficiency there. It also show that you are knowledgeable and you're going to study. If you get the high SAT score, get the lower one, it might just seem like you are running away from a country to look for greener pastures instead of going to study. I hope you get the point here. Okay, so that's for your SAT score there. Yeah. So one thing you need to also understand fluent is that you need to have funds for application fees. Now, a lot of people might come to the comment section now and be like, but there are schools that don't charge application fees. Yeah, there are schools that don't charge application fees, and you're correct. But if you see a school that charges application fees, they refuse to give you waiver, and they have a friendly scholarship opportunity that you qualify for. Question: will you apply by paying application fees, or will you let scholarship go away? One question. Secondly, if there are schools that ask for application fees, this is the reason why they ask for. Schools that work with application fees have less number of people that apply to those schools than schools with application fees, which means it's less competitive than the others. Which means a lot of people that work with no the application fees know that not everybody want to apply. Only those that are interested will want to apply, and it will be easier to screen from there.